There's an old status quo. There's a little bit of chaos and dissonance, but it's not that great. You see, in the status quo, chaos and dissonance is under control, so to speak, is visualized. The blue triangle inverted is a foreign element. Could be a new superintendent, could be a reading program, could be a worldwide pandemic, could be a new initiative. Once that's introduced in the system, the chaos and dissonance expands. It's by the squiggly lines. There's a period of disequilibrium, discomfort, and then there's some transforming idea or ideals, as you can see from the other pyramid upright. And then over time, you've got integration and practice of whatever the new normal becomes. Then you have a new status quo. So you're always going to have some discomfort. You're always going to be pushing some folks. The point with adapt and adaptive leadership is not to push too hard or too far, but to push so you can create this new status quo.
Mike, did you see your favorite quote just popped in?
Oh, JJ, oh my gosh, thank you. That the illiterate of the 21st century will not be those who cannot read and write, but those who cannot learn, unlearn, and relearn. And forgive me, Nick hates when I do this, but our first book is called The Unlearning Leader, Leading for Tomorrow's Schools Today. And we really we're drawn to that quote. So thank you, JJ.
Yeah. And I think it's important to note that dissonance
Yeah.
is always present. There's always some amount of craziness in our schools, right? And so it's when these foreign elements create bigger dissonance that we get uncomfortable. And you hope that transforming idea is going to bring you to a status quo, a new one that's better than the old one, right?
Yep.
And so that located to the north of there a little bit.
Exactly.
I love to give you examples that hopefully stick with you. And the example of a rubber band is, if you think of a rubber band, what its purpose is to stretch. Its purpose is to hold things together. And if you've ever, opened up a junk drawer in your office or at home, and you find a rubber band in the back of the drawer that's been sitting there for a long time, you try to pick it up and it gets brittle. And as soon as you touch it, it breaks, right? We're that way also. We're made to stretch. We're made to hold things together by stretching and becoming these new realities. And if we don't change, we're going to become brittle and useless, right? Defunct. Ourselves, our schools, our school districts, we're meant to stretch and change. And I say that with a caveat that if you ever pick up a rubber band and pull it too far, it's going to snap. Right? There's only a certain amount of elasticity that it can hold. And we're that way, and our schools are that way too. So you don't want to ever become the useless, brittle rubber band in the drawer. You don't want to stretch too far too fast where it snaps and breaks, but finding that stretch that's healthy, and that's what we were made to do. I think that's a powerful example to take with you.